Okay. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Nurul. Hi.
So, why don't we start by you telling me something about yourself, just briefly?
Okay, can Nurul, no problem. So, hello Nurul, my name is KAH. So, you can call me as Beck. So, I'm from Butterworth, Penang. Currently, I'm studying in Master of Education, specialization in ELT, that means English Language Teaching. So, I'm from semester 1 in University Tara, Malaysia. As that's it.
Okay, thank you for that. And just
Okay,
want to confirm, you know, right, that here you are participating in my qualitative research interview for my study title. UUM Postgraduate Student Challenges During Hybrid Learning Method.
okay, yes.
Okay, my first question is how would you describe your overall experience with hybrid learning at UUM? And what aspects do you find the most challenging?
Okay, for me, overall is quite comfortable and enjoyable to have hybrid learning here because uh, it is like not totally conducted the class online. So we have like 6 weeks of face-to-face class and 6 weeks of online class. So it is quite okay for me. So the aspect that I find most challenging is when we are having an online class. Up to a certain point, we might lose focus. I mean, we will lose our attention there because we have to look at the computer for a long time and listen to the lecturer. So it is quite challenging for me to pay much attention throughout the lessons. Yeah, because our lessons are 3 hours, so it's quite a big challenge for me to listen to the lecturer and talking for like 3 hours. Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
okay, I understand that because I feel if I were in your shoes, I will feel the same way. And in what ways do you feel hybrid learning differs from traditional face-to-face learning, and what the specific challenges arise from these differences?
I think both hybrid learning and traditional face-to-face learning, okay, the difference is in the communication aspect. For me, I think like communications between the teachers and also with our friends in the class. So like during face-to-face class, the communication can achieve effectively because we can just interact with the lecturer or with our friends if there's any problem arise throughout the lessons. But in online class, the communications might not be that effective as in face-to-face learning, where the miscommunication might happen because we are not facing with our lecturer or with our friends to discuss the assignments or to ask the problem. So it's a bit miscommunication there. And also, during online class, okay, I think the most challenging is that we will tend to more passive. I mean that when the lecturer okay teaching, and then we sometimes we wouldn't answer the questions and we might be more passive. Okay,
Okay, thank you. That's a
welcome.
good clarification. And
Yes.
then next, I want to know, do you prefer doing full online learning? And if you do, what advantage you found if you attend full online learning classes than hybrid learning?
For me, I actually prefer a face-to-face class rather than having a fully online class because, like as I just mentioned, the miscommunications might arise if we having a fully online learning. Okay, And then for us, it's like when we are doing face-to-face class, we can just ask anything, we can just discuss anything with our friends or lecturer. But sometimes doing a fully online learning lessons is also good because we are free to access to the resources we want. Then we can search the journal online on the spot and so on. And besides that, online class is also a chance for us to adapt to the new technology environment. For example, like we know how to use WebEx, Canva, and other technology applications that we can find online. So this is, I think, a good one if we having a full online learning class.
Oh, I see that. Despite all the advantages of doing online learning, we must also have our difficulties, right? And
Yes.
do you have challenges that you have experienced in hybrid learning affected your academic performance and outcomes in your courses?
Okay, the challenges in hybrid learning, so I think is about time management. So for hybrid learning, that means that we have to like race with the time to do the assignments and to attend the class and so on. So if we are poor in time management, we will miss the deadline for the assignments. For example, like we doesn't have the time to prepare our slides for the presentations and which will affect our task performance in the academics. Therefore, in the hybrid situations, uh, time management is very important. If not, then it will be difficult for me because I have to rush here and there and will be very stressed with our academic. So I think that time management is the challenges that I face in hybrid learning lessons.
I okay, thank you. I just want
Mm.
to know more in that. Despite the challenges that affected in your academic performance, are there any challenges that you have experienced that affected your daily activities and the other jobs?
So far is no, no for me. I think for me it's like time management problems.
So you say if we had a better time management, we can reduce the challenges we have lah.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And then I want to know how you tackle this problem. What steps did you take to address this challenge? Did you have any particular process?
For me, I will make a timetable or a schedule. So I will plan, what are the assignments uh that's going to submit very soon. So I will make a plan and then arrange what is the most important assignment. So I will do that first. Yeah, and then for the assignments that we no need to submit it very soon, okay, then I can arrange the another day to do. Yeah, yes, I follow schedule. I will follow a schedule. So the day before, I'll make a plan first, and then I will think, okay, for tomorrow, okay, morning, what I have to do. And then afternoon, I have to move to the another assignment, and then at night, so what are the next tasks I have to do? So
Oh,
that's how I address this challenge.
so basically, we as a student, we need to have a proper time management by doing a timetable lah.
Yes, correct.
Oh, so we as a student, we must have discipline, right?
Yes, correct. I must have discipline. So you have to motivate yourself, right, to do the plan, to do the assignment as well. Okay, we cannot just like briefly plan and then the next day you're just sitting there. Okay, for example, for morning you have to do which subject assignment, and you have to motivate yourself to do the assignment.
Mm. you, Bear.
Yes.
Then, were there any resources that you found particularly helpful in overcoming this problem? Like
Okay.
people, tools?
Okay. For me, I think here I will choose a tools. I mean, I will use a calendar to help me
Your
overcoming
calendar.
yes, the time management. So all the tasks, for example, like this assignment have to submit on what date and so on. So I will record it in my calendar. So when it comes to planning, okay, so when I'm planning my timetable, firstly I will refer back to the calendar. So to avoid there's any other issue clash, okay, and this is very important to give me a clear visual, okay, on the upcoming tasks and help me to arrange my timetable and then prioritizing the important tasks, and also it helps me to focus on the task. So I won't be like very panic when it comes to uh, do the assignment. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, yeah, we need to have a proper time management in our daily lives to make our lives easier. And
Yes.
lastly, I just want to know, did you seek support from others during this time? If so, how did how did the support influence your approach to the challenge? Did you have any
Okay.
support?
Yes, I have. Maybe I can say I will seek support. Firstly, I will seek support from my family first because they are very important for me to maintain a mindset when I was facing problems. Okay, their advice sometimes very useful for me, okay, to keep a positive mindset so I won't be like very stressed or having negative thinking and so on. Okay, that's the good part. And besides that, I will also seek support from my friends. Okay, for me, friends are very important because they might face the situation before. Okay, they might face the same situations before. So sometimes advice from them is precious and I can accept it. Okay, if parents, sometimes we might have me a communication gap. Maybe I can say a communication gap between our parents because they are more experienced than us. So the way they're looking at that problem is different from us, and their advice sometimes we cannot accept. So when I come to these kind of situations where I cannot accept the advice from our parents because they are more experienced or the way they're looking is different, so I will just tell my friends, okay, I was like, okay, I'm coming to seek advice from you, something like that, okay, and then they will give me their advice. And besides that, they are also same age as us. I mean, our friends. Okay, our friends are almost the same age as us, so it is easy for us to communicate with them. Okay, yes. So for me, I will seek support from my friends and also my family members.
Thank you so much, Bear, for your participation.
Okay, welcome, Nuru.
I think that's basically everything I had to ask you to talk about. And have you got anything else you'd like to share with me?
Mm, for me, so far no.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
you. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
welcome. Thank you, Nuru, too.